Hello and welcome to No Sevens Dice Club. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get to a lot of videos. I've been fighting an upper respiratory disease cough, so I'm probably going to cough in this video a little bit. But today I wanted to go over which one is better, regression or pressing. And one thing you don't see a lot on YouTube is regress. You always see press a lot on YouTube. So I figured today we'll dive in, we'll figure out which one will work better, to regress or to press. And when you regress, we're going to start out with the top level. And we can use the green to black strategy that we recently did, the green to black on the outside is what we're going to look at. So we'll look at all three stages. So when you do the regress, you're going to start at the top and work your way down. And why that's sometimes better is that you have a chance to, you have a higher chance on the dice combinations to be more successful. Because a normal shooter on average can usually roll 3 to 6 times before he sevens out. So what does that say? So we should be at the top level, at least get 2 good rolls, collect our money, and then put ourselves in the odds of probability of sevening out. With pressing, we're starting at the bottom and working our way up to the top, kind of like the Drake song started at the bottom. So we are going to look at both. I have a $500 bankroll right here for the press, and then this one is going to be the regress. Now I'm going to try to keep them as simple as possible and try not to confuse both of them. I finally got all my chips. So if you remember the last videos, I was running out of chips. I had to go to the bank. It was pretty funny. I finally got all my chips from Hurricane Zeta. Had to clean them all. They were full of mud, mildew, just totally nasty. So I think they came out all right. I mean, for being covered in mud and everything else for the past 2 years. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at this strategy. Let's see how we do, and let's go from there. All right, and also for this, just to keep it simple, not to go into too much detail, I'm not going to play a pass line. Now, I wouldn't do the regression or really the strategy on a random shooter, but I'm not going to worry about the pass line. Let's just focus in on regressing and pressing. And let's go from there. So let's go ahead and establish a point and see how we do. So let's go. All right, the 6-5 yo. It'd be great to have that pass line. All right, the 5-1-6. So once again, what do you do here? It is totally your call and whatever you feel like doing. We know that we're going to play the 2 inside numbers and we're also going to play the 2 outside numbers. So for me, I would like to play the 6, but like I always tell you, all these strategies are totally customizable however you want. If you want to take a little bit of money off the table, you perfectly can. But for argument's sake, let's just go ahead and just play it out like we normally would. So let's go ahead and set it up. So for the press, we are going to go ahead and set it all up. And we'll go from there. And we're going to get our caps. All right, so we're all set up for that. And then for this one, now remember about your VIGs, what I was telling you before, is that we don't want to play at casinos where we have to pay for our VIGs up front. We like to pay for them after we hit them. So make sure. We're going to tell the dealer 100 and 100. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to start out with, make sure I don't get it confused. As you can see, we have a $500 bankroll. So for the regression, you literally need a lot more than just that, but it's all right as I keep on wanting to reach for the press. So we have our caps. So 102, 102, 100, 404 on the outside. Big money papa here. So, and then also we have the 110 on the inside. So you can already see which one's already more at risk and everything else. But like I said, We just need to go from there. 314. So this works out perfect. I'm going to go ahead and start with the regress. So with the regress, this is exactly what we are looking for, because the $100 is going to pay us 200. So we're going to go ahead and collect 200. But we're also going to drop him, and it all depends on the VIGs. Like I said, you know, I'm not going to be everybody's different casino, but the VIGs are, I'm being on the high side. So I'm going to say it costs us $4 for the VIG, right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. Give that to the dealer. The dealer is going to give us $200, right? And so we're going to put that over here into the regression. And then we're also going to tell the dealer to drop us down to $50. So that's going to come back to us. Okay. Now for the press, he's going to go ahead. We're going to drop $1 and we're going to go ahead and get paid 2 green. So that's going to go here. He's going to press it to 50. I'm going to collect the green. All right. So here we go. The 4-4, the hard 8. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the regression. So right here, it's $102. So that's going to pay us $119. We're going to drop $1 to get paid $120. So we are going to go ahead and get 120. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pay us out in the black chip. And 120. So we're going to get 120. All right. He's going to pick that up. We're going to collect this. This is going to go in our rack. Right here, our beautiful, lovely rack. And I have more racks coming. I couldn't salvage them. The only one I could salvage was this one. And that was it. So, and we're going to go ahead and tell the dealer to drop us down to $60 on the inside. So in order to make this really simple, I'm just going to do this. And 60. All right. And that's going to go over here and right back there. And that way it just clarifies everything, makes it super simple. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves paid. So we are going to get paid $35. We're going to tell the dealer to press us to 60. So as you can see, we're neck and neck, neck and neck, right? He collects $5 in his rack. You can already kind of see which one's going where. All right, the 549 does not hurt us, does not help us. The 3-3, the hard 6. All right, well, this would be great if you had the pass line. Even better because we played it. So we're going to turn this off. We're going to go ahead and pay the regression. So like before, we're going to go ahead and drop $1. He's going to give us 120. So that's going to go here. And that's going to go right there. And just to make it simple, you're just going to tell him that you want to reduce down to 60. So that's going to go right there. Right there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Right there. And right here. And so we have here, and then that's going to go ahead and pay us out 35. So that's going to go there. And we are going to go ahead and press and collect 5. All right, that's going to come off. So we're going to establish a point and go from there. I'm doing this so that way I remember which one is regression. So when I'm doing a video edit later on, I can laugh at myself for making fun of myself. So that is the 10. So we can always pick up the 10, but we're going to play it like it is. So here we go. The 527. Yuck. All right, definitely not what we want to hit, but for the regression side, it works out perfect because we already collected a lot of our money. So let's go ahead and pick it up. It's kind of nice to actually have all my chips back with me again. It was a labor of love, let me tell you. When you're dealing with black mold and everything else, and you don't even, when every chip looks like this, when it's supposed to look like that, that's something, you know. And I had my friends tell me, you know, like, you could have just bought new ones, but I was just trying to pinch pennies. All right, let's try it again. Here we go. All right, boxcars, midnight. Here we go. Collect that pass line. The 5, 3, 8. All right, looking great. So here we go again. I'm probably going to switch these out because I'm probably going to need to. But let's go ahead and set it up again. So we're going to do 100, 100, 100. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch this out. And that's going to go here. So we're going to do that. Get one of these. Get one of those. All right. And then we're going to go here. All right. And now we're going to set up. We're going to set up for the press. So that's going to go here, 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 and here, because we're going to buy our bets, and then we got to get the caps on. So here we go. All right, come on, numbers. Whew, I was getting nervous there. That's the 1, 2, 3. The 6, 1, 7. Now this is where it can be a real kick in the nuts if you don't have a proper bankroll. So this is where pressing works better for you, but all right. So might have to go stop at the ATM machine to go get some more money, because 404 starting out can be pretty brutal. All right, so let's go ahead and turn in that black chip for this one. And of course, we were already up. We could have walked away from the casino, pulled down our bets. So, but we didn't. All right, the 5, 1, 6 again. So let's go ahead and set it all up again. This time I'm going to be a little bit quicker. I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to get right to it. All right, there we go. And for this one, because I don't have enough, I'm just going to start it out with a little something else and go into survival mode pretty much. So I'm going to press on the 4s and the 10, and then I'm just going to play and build these up from here and see if I can't collect a little bit of money. I'm going to keep going until I run out of money. All right, the 4, 4, the heart 8. That would have been great if I would have had the 102 on there. Like I said, a bigger bankroll. For this, it shouldn't be $500. It should be about $1,500. That's my fault for not bringing in the proper payment for that. But let's go ahead and get paid for both of them. So that'll be 35. And then this will be 35. All right, we're going to press both. Right there. And we're going to bring that up to 60 on both of them. And so far the pressing is looking pretty positive. All right, kissing dice. All right, this works out perfect for us. So we're going to go ahead and drop a 5, get some change. Keep this really simple for us for right now. And we're going to go ahead and drop them. We're going to drop them $2. We'll play the max on it. Sometimes it's $1, sometimes it's $2. I'm just going to go ahead and put the 2. So we're going to go ahead and tell him to reduce this down, but let's go ahead and get paid $100. So the dealer's going to take the $2 vig. He's going to give us 4 green. We're going to tell him to bring that down to a quarter. And we're going to go from there. And then we are going to drop $1. He's going to give us 2 green. We're going to tell him to price it to 50 and take that in the rack. And the white chip will come with us. All right, here we go. Also, real quick, I didn't explain this to you, but what do you do when you get down to the minimum? You know, when you get down to stage 1, it's your choice. You can pull down that bet, you can play for that bet, you can start pressing it back up to stage 3, or you can reduce it and just take it off and say, I'm done. Just give me that quarter. And that way you're reducing your turns and everything else. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do. All right. The 639. All right. Short roll, the 516. It goes there. We're both, every one of us is getting paid. That's what I like. Everybody getting paid. Everybody getting money. All right. So press to 60. Even the regression is pressing to 60. All right. So a 5 for you and a 5 for you. And a new point. All right, the 527, pay those pass lines. 639, all right. Almost rolled again. So here we go. 426. All right, so here we go. So we are going to press both of them, even though I should regress, but let's just go ahead and press it. So let's go ahead and get paid to 70. So that's 50, 70. Man, it feels so nice to have chips again that I can use. All right, 50 and 70. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do exactly what we talked about in green to black. So we're going to press that. This is going to go in the rack. We're going to give the dealer $2 for a proper bet. 102. It's the exact same thing. Take this off, give him 2, 102. All right. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start off at stage 1. But for this one, I'm going to regress back down to 60. Okay? So one thing I need to do is just hit that one more time. All right, box cars off the bank shot. So there we go, box cars. I guess I won't be doing anything. All right. So let me check the time real quick and see where we are before I count the money, see how we're doing. All right, we're 16 minutes into it. I'm going to try one more time. I think we're kind of fighting it back and forth, but let's go ahead and try one more time before I count up that bankroll. I hope everybody's doing great at the casinos. I hope everybody has a great Christmas and New Year's. In case I forget at the end and I run off the stage if I win the Big Mama. So, all right. So let's go ahead. 617. You know what? Let's retire the blue dice. Let's bring in some of the old. You can see how my dice that were covered in mold and everything else, you kind of see the numbers, how they're kind of faded. You know, the blue ones that were completely molded and in the mud, you can see that they weathered a little bit better than the reds. But let's go ahead and try these. All right, the 314. So let's go ahead and set it up. Our last hurrah. So here we go. For the press, bye, place, and caps. All right. And for us, we don't have nothing. We're just going to play the press too, because no sevens did not bring a big enough bankroll. Shame on him for not bringing a $1,500 and only a $500 bankroll. So, all right, here we go. A 4-4 to hard 8. So let's go ahead and get paid $35 for each one. All right. 5 for you, 5 in the rack. All right, tilt that off to the side. There we go. The 3, 1, 2. I kind of like these dice. Man, I'm feeling kind of like magical with these dice. The 6. So let's go ahead and get paid 30 each. So 35 and 35. I said 30. I meant to say 35. So let's go ahead and get 5 for you. Right there. 5 for you. And here we are. All right. The 639. The 639. All right. Come on, 9. The 4. All right. So let's go ahead and get paid. Drop a 5. Get 5. Actually, I'm just going to put 4 down. I'm not even going to worry about that. And then we are going to go ahead and get paid $50. Put that on the regress. That's going to go there. We're going to drop $1 for him as well. And we're going to go ahead and do the same. All right. The 8 here we go. Feeling great. All right. The 639. I told you I roll a ton of nines. The 516. Perfect. All right. So what are we looking at? 70. Let's get paid 70. And of course, we all know what we're going to do here. We're going to go to stage 3. And stage chip off the table. Runaway chip. All right. 70. So let's go ahead and here we go. A rack full of reds and the cap. And 70 again. So one thing about being a craps player is you got to learn to improvise, right? When you don't have a big enough bankroll and you realize you didn't bring home enough chatter, you just got to kind of just roll with the punches. All right. So here we go. The 314, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get paid. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get some more ones. That's 5. And then we're going to go ahead and drop 2. So we're going to collect 3 in our rack. And we're going to go ahead and press this to... We're going to go ahead and get paid. So this is going to go here. And then this is going to go in a rack. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over here. And get paid. All right. And drop 2. Oop. All right, a little bit of fighting going on. We shall see. The 1, 2, 3 snake eyes. I mean snake eyes. 1, 2, 3. I'm losing my mind. It's not snake eyes. All right, the yo. The hard 4. Perfect. Ding, 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 ding. All right, so this is finally where I'm at, where I can explain this to you. So we're going to go ahead and pay $4. So we're just going to drop a 5. He's going to give us $1. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. So we're going to collect 2 of these. And we're going to start over on stage 1. So this is going to go back in our rack 2. So we're going to collect this. And then for our green to black, when we're pressing, is going to start over on stage 1. Okay? Pay attention. And then this is going to go in a rack, right? Finally getting somewhere. Now this is we're going to drop that. He's going to give us one of these for the VIG, right? So that's going to go here. And then he's going to give us, that. All right. So this is going to go here in a rack. And we're going to tell him to reduce it back down to 50. Okay. So here we go. All right, the 347. Yuck. But we left a lot of money on this one right here. But hey, look, let's go ahead and count this up. I'm going to pause this video in a second. And I'm going to break all this down for us and see how we do. See which one is more successful. Even though this is not the true regression. Because we did not bring a big enough bankroll. But as you can see, you improvise when you're at the craps table. And this is a perfect example of what do you do when you don't have a big enough bankroll. This is how you can improvise. So let me go ahead and pause it. And I'm going to go ahead and count it all up. And we're going to go from there. All right, as you can see, we have it all broken down. So let's go ahead and count it up. I didn't even count it up. I just broke it down so that way we can just read it. So let's do the regression first. So for the regression, we have 100, 200, 300. That's 400, right? Actually, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 400. That's 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So yeah, that's 300, 400, 450, 450. And then this is, so that's 475, 481, $481. And then for the pressing, we have 200, 400. We have another 100, so that's $500. Okay, and then we have 10, 20, 30, and so $537 is what we're looking at. So as you can see, if we had a big enough bankroll, things probably would have been a little bit different. I'm going to do another video where I have a bankroll and we're going to do the 66 inside, but I want to make sure I have a bigger bankroll. But as you can see, the clear winner is the pressing versus the regressing. So, and then we're going to look at another avenue when we have the bigger bankroll and not improvising, but how we're going to do with a bigger bankroll at $1,500 versus $500 at the press at the 66 press. 66 inside. So thank you for tuning in. The pressing was the winner for tonight, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if I don't do a video before the holidays, I hope everybody has a great Christmas, great New Year's, whatever you celebrate with friends and family, because life is too short nowadays. So take it easy and good luck at the casino.